Stephanie White with you from Memorial Gym. A game that we anticipate.
I think there's going to be limited defense in this one, but I'm hoping we get to the 90s or 100s, and how about a start with the three?
He's the second leading scorer in the nation. Sasha Washington inside, and the double team comes, and a traveling violation. Starting five all season. They're second in the nation when it comes to pace of play. Reagan Beers got a touch on that. I can't get a shot, goes inside to Washington, battling against Reagan Beers, and it rolls
up all day long if you really use it and execute. If Beers is going to hang out in the paint.
Passat steps over to the side, drains the points in their last 2 games. 7 times total this season. 8 seconds, steps over to the free throw line, makes it the arc.
And right now, Vanderbilt doing a great job of defensive rebounding. Oklahoma, one of the best offensive rebounding teams. They have size at every position, so securing the defensive board is...
Hara Williams now in control for Oklahoma, over to Chavez. Verhulst back to Williams, the spin move underneath the basket. This is an Oklahoma team that's 8th in the nation in paint points per game. They average about 44 a game. Aubrey and Michaela Blakes, who's got the ball right now, have been a fun duo for Vanderbilt. Inside to Sasha Washington and shut down by Brooklyn.
Pressure after you come off of games where you're playing South Carolina and you're playing Texas, and those guards really get into you on the ball.
Blakes kicking to the corner to Mwinentanda. And Jacqueline Mwinentanda
today.
Transfer from Texas, Zaya Van going off 1 foot with the miss. And guess who's underneath? Sahara Williams. This is... Galvin lets it fly. And Chavez in transition.
Well, you can't celebrate, right?
1-3 so far tonight. Verhulst looking for the transition triple and bricks it. Besides, yes! Percent from the field. It's 4 of its last 5 shots. Will feed Passat inside, spinning, and she'll get some.
Number one, her confidence level. I mean, the way that she's shooting the ball, when you understand that it's winding down, something clicks, something changes. She's also getting it done on the defensive end.
Turnover number 4 by the Sooners to start this game, and Aubrey Galvin takes the transition bucket. Oklahoma can finish, and it's swatted away by Vanderbilt. Reagan Beers, and that is her first shot. It's Mwinentanda can't get around Williams. Galvin brings the first. The ACC Super is available on the ESPN app. How about that North Carolina win over Duke?
Oh my goodness.
They led for point.
It's never over till it's over.
Here comes the pressure from Vandy, trying to trap Van. Peyton Verhulst, jump off the window. That's
open on the second or third action.
Sahara Williams trying to drive, and she's going to be, as a 70% free throw shooter, is up the line for Oklahoma. Gets the first. Drops in both. Reagan Beers is going to be subbed out. Beatrice. Mwinentanda, the kick out to Galvin. Oklahoma's got to let it fly. Verhulst does. It'll be Vanderbilt. Blake Smart. Into Verhulst. Tough angle. She was almost behind the backboard 4 times and sent her feedback on how she's doing. I think he's going to have some... Yeah, he rocked those high-top Converse when he was playing. But so closely together. Reagan Beers up off the wood, help Oklahoma in the paint. Michaela Blakes pulls up, gets fouled. Michaela Blakes, the second leading scorer in the nation. Behind Audie Crooks. Figures, that is second in Vanderbilt history. Shooter. Got them both. Tonda on the break. Get you set for a top 10 matchup. Joyce Edwards, South Carolina, taking on Flau'jae Johnson.
Their team, and Vanderbilt, unfortunately, was the first one to experience that.
Going out of play. Galvin pulls up. Chavez back in the game. She had to, I think, with the way your defense has played early in this ball game. She's been calling for defensive toughness.
Looks to get hot. And she said she's pleased with their progress.
Chavez not giving up. Blinks around the screen, makes it go swish. It's good. And then I think she tipped that pass right into the hands of a freshman point guard. I will go around right now. She averages 25 a game. The kick out to Zaya Van. Crushed it.
Michaela Blakes has changed the landscape of this program. I don't blame her.
Battle between Vanderbilt and Oklahoma has been all Vandy right from the gate.
Over the Blakes. No Sasha Washington, who's been saddled with those 2 early fouls on the floor.
That's a 2 from Zaya Van and 1 fall.
It's our first miss of the ball game.
Looking like starting 6 for 6.
This is a Vanderbilt team that's had some slow starts. They've had to find their way. But due to put a 40-minute
consist, just hitting. She's going to get in trouble. Stewart got it back. Wide open Beers. Blakes turned it over into the hands of Zaya Van. Pull up, floater, got it. Blakes for the triple. Halfway there. Justine Passat. Calling corner. Chavez at the free throw line. Chavez, no.
You've got to continue to chip away. You've got to string some stops together. Everything was way too easy for Vanderbilt in the first half. And yes, get Reagan Beers some touches on the interior.
Here's a double-double.
And look, it was tough. Aaliyah Chavez goes on the bench in foul trouble early. She is a go-to offensive player and really setting her team at halftime just to give a little bit more resistance on the defensive end of the floor. Felt like Vanderbilt was able to pass the...
I'd say so. Vanderbilt shot 63% from the field in the first half.
Pretty good.
Position bucket. Got the rebound back. Chavez in the paint. But Winley. Galvin tried to get it back. Blakes just picks it up and just lets it fly. 26 points now for Michaela Blakes. Blakes trying to cook. Serving one up to Sasha Washington. Reagan Beers on the bench right now with those 3 fouls. Brooklyn Stewart has taken her place. She was a good passer. Those things all sold Shea Ralph on her.
That she feels like she was under-recruited. Jakalenga Wenentanga gets 2. And probably...
Verhulst in the mid-range. Just back-to-back buckets for Peyton Verhulst. 50% from the field. Wenentanga saw an opening. Verhulst came over to swat it.
Talk to us pregame just about, what you have to do to win on the road and taking care of the ball, giving yourself a chance.
The free throw line. Now 5 for 5 from the... It's got the rebound. Inside to Stewart. Looking to work around Justine. Fan guarded by Blakes. Chavez out of control. Blakes takes it. Speeding down the court. Michaela Blakes, by the way, 2 points from a third 30-point game in a row. When in time to miss this.
Right, if they want to do what they want to do.
Yeah, they got off to the better start that she's been looking for.
And taking a chance and wanting to change the landscape of a program. And oftentimes, and she has.
She said when she was looking for a school to play college basketball, she wanted to go somewhere to help build at 23 in the first half. Del Rosario. Galvin got the board. At Memorial Gym, the court is elevated, in case you don't know. That's why the benches are on the ends.
That if I was Shea Ralph, I would have been concerned about the offensive rebounds. And Vanderbilt has really done a good job of securing
Blakes making a Michelin star level.
She is.
3 30-point games in a row. Peyton Verhulst at the free throw line. This is the first. Followed by Arkansas and LSU, both also available on the ESPN app. Vanderbilt. Blakes from the floor, kicking out to Passat. Verhulst with the quick bucket.
On execution. I like that read. Look at the spacing.
One of 2 for Stewart.
Little Princeton action. That's too easy. Too easy. Hot. They found their way. No disruption. Certainly loaded up because of the ability to attack by Michaela Blakes.
Chavez waiting in the corner. Put back by Stewart.
Got out in transition and then do what they do best from the three-point line.
Yeah, we
have to be able to stretch stops together. It's just not happening.
Chavez.
That's nice.
Works.
Trying to create shots for themselves and others. I mean, you've got 2 young guards, but they're really quick.
So a lot of time left as Passat moments ago was just whistled for her 3rd foul. Break started by Zane. Van.
Oh,
nasty!
Oh, nice move.
Sahara Williams.
Discipline right here. Vanderbilt, Shea Ralph wanting her team to slow it down. That's a great read.
When it timed up counting on the clock. Galvin. The first foul against Galvin. Her career high coming into the night was 20. First 30-point ball game.
First of all, a great communicator on the defensive end. Does the dirty work.
Pretty sweet dance moves before she got started with it.
Yes, the jam session was good, yeah. It's Vanderbilt Ball Club.
You can count the bucket for... And a 3-point play for Beers.
That the game is still working its way to slowing down for them, right? So being able to get passes on time, on target. You know, in that matchup for Oklahoma, South Carolina turned them over 21 times for 28 points. And
Washington misses the putback. One in Baton Rouge to get you set for Joyce Edwards and number 3 South Carolina taking on Flau'jae Johnson.
Certainly going to enjoy this night here tonight.
A big night for the Commodores at home. Her 8th of the season, and Vanderbilt hangs 100 on Oklahoma.